Iran is not witnessing a single funeral. It is watching a nation move together, city after city, as millions gather to bid farewell to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei amid grief, anger, and extraordinary security. The sprawling ceremonies blend raw public grief with unmistakable warnings aimed directly at the U.S. Okay, here's a report that gives you all the details. Take a look.
A nation pours into the streets to bid their final goodbye to their leader. Large crowds of black-clad mourners gathered outside Tehran's main mosque to pay their respects to Iran's former supreme leader. Many clutch portraits of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Others break down in tears. Many simply stand in silence. Women stood in large numbers across the procession, their presence unmistakable in scale and intensity, and their voices joined the chants that rose and fell through the day.
I have small kids. I have left them at home and come here just to say my leader died for his Iran. From now on, we must keep his Iran alive.
Across Iran, the farewell of the country's late supreme leader has become far more than a state ceremony. It has become a national mobilization. Authorities expect 35 million people to take part as ceremonies stretch over several days and across multiple cities. The scale of the operation is immense. But grief is sharing space with defiance. At the funeral, familiar chants of "Death to America" echoes through sections of the crowd. One banner reading "Kill Trump" has drawn global attention.
We must rise up and, God willing, avenge the blood of our leader. For avenging our leader is bound up with the liberation of Quds and the advent of the Imam of the time.
Even if our policies change, after Ali Khamenei, it will be that we will move more strongly toward fighting the global arrogance and becoming a global power.
Several senior Iranian officials declared that the blood of the late supreme leader will be avenged, reflecting the anger that continues to follow Khamenei's assassination during the conflict with the United States and Israel earlier this year. Yet, the funeral is carrying another message as well. Its carefully planned route through Tehran, Qom, Najaf, Karbala, and finally Mashhad follows some of the most sacred locations in Shia Islam. It links political authority with religious identity, reinforcing the values that have shaped the Islamic Republic since the 1979 revolution. Diplomatically, the funeral has become a stage. Delegations from Russia, China, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Oman, Qatar, Armenia and India have joined the ceremonies. While no official representatives from the United States, Israel, NATO or the European Union are attending for obvious reasons. For supporters, the gathering celebrates a leader who shaped Iran for more than 3 decades. For observers, it offers something else, a rare window into how Iran wants the world to see itself after one of the most turbulent chapters in its modern history. Bureau Report, World is One.